Whew. Okay, so the phone died last night, and then I ended up falling asleep, and we just didn't get finished with this. So before everybody get up moving around, I'm gonna finish this one or do a recap. All right. So it's like these people that have been playing around with my crown, thinking that they manipulated or maneuver something where they can get away with rape and pillage and murder. Okay. They're all throwing in the cards or taking little plea deals and stuff right here now because of who they was working for. It could be government, it could be foreign, but trying to keep some kind of smile on their face or something. Think they about to get away with trying to mock God, but we see the deal going wrong with something. I'm hearing we are the champions or whatever, but these people are not. They're trying to claim a false victory or something like this, probably because the real power is here, and whatever they've been able to do all this time, they're not. They're doing something because they're not going to be able to do this no more. Okay, the chosen, God-given, authentic, natural gifts, star, strength, leader. They thought they won something, but they just lost a lot. Okay, there could be a police officer in the reverse that's dating some male or having an affair with a male. What I thought about when those people left from Lake County and probably came up here to Racine County between the time when I was born and now, that means that they were laying eggs here. You see, it's like somebody wanted to make the reality something else. In the hometown, everything went a certain way. I grew up, I moved away to the next state. These people, it's almost like one of these friends got pregnant by somebody in high school. They had to take, they took them out. If I got pregnant in high school, I would have to stay in the Truman Show as a Truman. If they got pregnant or something, it's making me think they got taken out to other surrounding counties. And so these people were, say, my best friend, Candy. In the Truman Show, she didn't have a child until like probably 40 or something, right? But in reality, this person could have had a baby by somebody or something, and like around the time of the teen mom thing or whatever, they could have put that person on TV or sacrificed them to the industry, or the person moved away. Say she got pregnant by her boyfriend back then. Her reality was maybe she moved to this county and then she had children and whatever, separate from me in the Truman Show in Lake County having children. Her reality in the Truman Show was to be the single best friend of the person with all the kids. But it's making me think that this person did get pregnant or something like this, and they moved these people away. They just replaced it with a clone. That's what I'm thinking that they did, so that later on during judgment they will have all the cameras on me and try to judge me instead of these people being judged. Okay. I don't know, it's something weird like this that I'm picking up on. So these people knew exactly what they were doing when they tried to steal this legacy or something. And then they thought they was going to place me back down to a lower level or something where I already had worked, or God already placed me on a pedestal at birth. They're mad that I didn't have to do what they did. But that means that these people are my servants or my workers. And that means that, and that's forever, right? So that means that, again, if I want to throw these people in a dungeon for what they've done, now that I'm figuring it out, that's where they are going to go. There's no statute of limitations. And again, how are you warring with a one woman that don't even know what the fuck going on? If you an X-Men, why are you're not warring with a human? You're abusing a human. If I'm on Earth and I can't have my God powers here, you're not warring with me. You're abusing your power and authority, and you should not be trusted. There's nothing fucking cute about it because you try to make it look cute. There's nothing cute about it. And again, as long as I'm still standing, talking, and breathing, there's no defeat here. And I'm not stepping down from anything that God already had me on because you think that I need to learn some lessons. You're not fucking God. Okay? Unless you are fucking a God. And then that means that God must have failed or something. And it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? That's what that looked like to me. If somebody failed for that okey doke, we got the secret dealings are coming out. So these people wanted to air out something or try to make somebody look some kind of way, but it seems like their secrets are coming out. I feel like somebody saw what somebody was on a team with these people and they could have seen what these people did to them. And now this person, somebody doesn't want these people to get away with something. It was okay when they did it to you or me, but somebody's finding out what somebody did to them, that they was running with these people after not really knowing what these people really had done. Okay? So it could be causing some type of war. And so the fact that somebody's like, oh, we are the champions, like I said, if somebody's telling me like we're the champions, we won. Okay. I still don't even look at myself as playing the game. Like I'm not even gonna engage with that kind of energy. You know, the way that I live on this earth, I'm not scared of no fucking body, but I also know that I don't deal with people in communication, choppy communication. I don't. This means that these are demons trying to make their way back in or something. If the communication is choppy or something is not going, I don't force nothing. See, these people are used to forcing people to love them, forcing people to be with them, forcing people to. That was not my reality growing up. You either somebody that do it or you don't. And if you don't want to do it, if this is just some kind of game and you know the way we work on the earth is different, I don't have to keep this person around. Like it's like come retrieve your things. It's like America having the right by law to remove any foreign objects that might be a problem. Now, think about this. In the future, we found out the internet was the way that the enemies were getting into our nation, and they were using this as a war tactic, or say, I'm just using that as an example, but it's something like this, or there's some type of law or something that these people are using, like the women's rights, the women's rights, or something like this, or like I said, we find out that there's little revisions in there that allows people to harm other people in this way, or if it's the gay rights bill, let's find out if it's a bill that's allowing us to be weakened. Somebody wrote it some kind of way on purpose to be able to allow for this type of activity to happen to people without any consequences. And this is a war tactic. It's a Trojan horse. You see? Um, then and then somebody think that you're supposed to and somebody thinks that what was I gonna say? Um, that they're gonna keep that bill or women's rights turned into from oh, women have the right to vote, you know, women with breasts have the right to vote. We should not keep women and children, I mean women from voting. We find out that yeah, that meant that, but it also meant that that opened up the gateway for people to come from other countries and have dominion over Americans, and this would change the course of our reality for good. It was a warfare tactic. Would you keep the women's rights bill, or would you take away the rights of the women? Because God can give it and take it away. That's just the point. All right. You found out that women's rights really mean that there's a group of secret witches that can conjure up things with water or with a mommy water energy. And then they can have these men are embarrassed and humiliated to say that these women have control over them. We want to say, oh, it's a man's world and men been running things, but these particular women or foreigners been running our men, and then they've been running shit into the ground, and we've been having to sit here and suffer. So the best thing for a man to do is neglect his American wife and cleave onto a third party situation of a person that's not even from here, and do spell work and harm their children and sell off their children as they have them and clone them and get into a contract with somebody that's doing this. So the stock of America is forever changed. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So that would be a problem. Then you would retract or take back the women's rights law, okay? And they won't have rights, and then we'll see how they dance around the room then. Because this we're talking about things that are seen and unseen. We're talking about people that really studied these things, possibly in foreign countries, and and then with a smile on their face, you're like, how the hell is these people getting? They're not powerful. They're not more powerful than God. They're not smarter than anybody. They just found a loophole. I just found a loophole. Okay, I'm hearing the Barbados or Barbados. Barbados. Hold on one second. I gotta do something real quick. All right. Same thing. Say I find out that you know my like God or my father or grandfather named me the head of the household, and I wake up 40 years old and say, huh, something is wrong. Why are these people that was one way like this? Why am I picking up that this is what they're doing behind my back? And I find out that people in my community, people in my family on both sides, people on both sides of the family, on my husband's side of the family, all these people have jobs behind the scenes. And say I find out me and my person is the king and the queen, or we were supposed to be like a power couple, but they broke our power down by keeping us in the dark and not teaching us about ourselves and what we're supposed to be doing here as proper elders. But they distributed this power amongst other people and split two people up that God put together. None of these people was married at the time. None of these people had a real relationship. None of these people was the people that was God was using their body parts in order to create. But now these people could be like, they could have learned something from these people as elders. So you did something in a relationship or a family dynamic that your family, nobody in your family, in your community, in your friends group was able to do. These people was jealous of this. So what they did is separate these people, harm, poison their relationship, rip it apart, poison their children, things like this. And then they're like, "Oh, we won the war." No, you just attacked, and it's so you attack people on a civilian level, a family, a bunch of monsters, a bunch of demons, and you gonna all pay for it. Do you get what I'm saying? You separated something God put together, and you think that you're gonna keep together what you put together. It's something like that. So I feel like some of these other people got also taken out of here. They got moved to like New Orleans, but New Orleans can be a vibe. They didn't maybe necessarily have to go to New Orleans, but this is something where the demons start on a demon tract. You know, that's where they had to start at in that dynamic to move up to the point where they think that they God right now, and they can come up here and tell God, "Step down, God. We won. You know, go. You got to go through the same process we went through." But that's not what the fuck is being said here. Okay, it's not. All right. Like it's different when somebody people saying, well, you didn't have to, but you had to go through like a Alice in the Looking Glass, or you had to go through some type of fall, like Alice fall. You had to gain yourself back together. You had to do it by yourself. You didn't have no people that you can call on, no athletes, no actors, no, you know, to do all this little shit in the background. You didn't have nobody. You know, you had to do this yourself. That's two different. Again, it's proven that somebody is a God energy, and these people are just followers and gang members, and you know, people that follow after other people. They don't have a mind on. They don't have a mind of their own, or they don't use their own power and strength. They use other people's power and strength. in order to accomplish things. And even in that, that's like some people having a war with somebody, and there's one man still standing or one woman. They can't defeat that person, but they're over here claiming that they won the war. Do you understand what I'm saying? It looks silly, right? It looked like a whole bunch of cavemen with some slingshots trying to shoot an airplane out the sky, don't it? That's what it looked like. It looked like a whole bunch of cavemen with some slingshots, thinking that they're gonna shoot an airplane out the sky, or with some bows and arrows, like if God showed up in the clouds. And these people trying to shoot that, it doesn't even register on the Richter scale. You know, it doesn't even register on the Richter scale. Okay, something like this. Somebody could even got baptized or something like this. I was also getting about something about Armenian energy, arms, broken arms. Mm, okay, so let's see. So, anyways, we had the atheist in reverse. We had the Gemini here. Maybe somebody believe in God now. Somebody's a stalker. We had the Beauty 9419, and then this karmic tarot energy here. They sacrificed two people. This could be like I said, this JD Vance energy. That could be the cross guy that was trying to help these people out when they went through a process. And these women, these four strippers, killed this person. They could have stripped them of their dignity, stripped them of their identity, or something like this, and killed this person. Now that could have been okay. If JD Vance is already over there, that means that my person had to die, go through a ritual, a soft kill, or something for his identity to be changed and for him to be JD Vance. This means that he would have been looked at as that cross hierophant energy. Maybe the person did get lured out of the marriage by one of these women, but these women came by way of being involved in whatever this organized crime against me and this person. So that means they had to do like a death ritual on this person for him to pop out on the other side, and me be like, hold on, what the hell going on? So the heir, this judge could have did something to someone, but this was not the heir, or this person did something to the heir of the throne. So if you even think something to kill the king or something in your head, it's a sin or it's a crime. So this could be something like this, okay? Also 510, this is the day after my birthday. So somebody could have did something the day after the birthday, or somebody could have. This is also, say I'm in a human simulation as Truman, meaning it's a blindfolded energy, right? So say I didn't realize that, if I go out and have too much fun with my friends or something, or if I was having me a little side piece or something like this, the shadow energies or whatever like this, let's say that they can like put drugs in my food, right? Now, I'm just walking around like as a human experience, doing whatever I want. But if somebody puts something in my food, that means that they can like wake me up out of my sleep and then kind of it's like a conjuring spell or something, or hypnosis. And then somebody comes and use some kind of thing to argue with me from another realm, because other than that, I can't see the person. It wouldn't make a difference. So it would be something like somebody wake me up out of my sleep or attack me in a dream state. Do you get what I'm saying? These things will go unreported, unseen, or something like this. But say something like this ended in a death, or like I said, this person was cheating with a karmic person, and this person ended up being a crazy bitch. Okay, and the person ended up doing something nice for me for my birthday, or me and this person go out for my birthday or something. All right, There's been times when I did these one-off trips for my birthday or Mother's Day, and then he's like, "Oh, can I just come or whatever?" And then I'm like, "Okay, I think this could be the beach park one too. This could be the beach park one. Okay, that could have been Furman's breed." And when I look at those pictures, okay, that vassal that they had spend that day. Cause I don't think y'all understand it. It's not like I request, give me another body. I'm gonna be going. That's not how it happens. I don't know what grid these people have going on, but it's almost like it could be territory wars. Like you can't come through here, but I was just there. I spent a week there or something like this. But it's like no, that wasn't your original vassal. Your original apparatus is somewhere else. When you want to go to this town, we swap you out with this energy because it works for this. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like something tech or high tech or something is going on here. That's like me not being able to spend my birthday with myself because somebody else with money wanted to spend my birthday with me, but I don't recall spending my birthday with them. I recall spending my birthday with me, but because of the location that I went to, I wasn't able to be me for my birthday. Do you get what I'm saying? This shit right here. So, do you get what I'm saying? Okay. So even we keep getting the song "Strike Back," but it's like there's no war. These people, these are rumors of war. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no war. There's no such thing. In my reality, somebody else's these people is crazy. There's no such a thing. Like I said, this is like somebody gonna be tripping on the tarot route. There's no such a thing. These people have lost it. They are the ones that been up in this thing. They've been having somebody on display for 20 years or so. And for the past 3 years, these people been loopy or something. These people been, they've been a little bit out there. Or they've been doing some type of travels or astro traveling or something like this. And then we have the Poppy Bearer energy. Now, say what they're trying to say is, okay, we made it this high, we're higher than you, or something like this. It's the same pedestal or something like this that these people have put that person on that was not supposed to be on. Maybe this person was supposed to be on that journey, but you put this person because this is an anchor. And what this person do, they've been playing like games or, let me get something or whatever, like let me get right. This could also be uh, there's something aerial about this, but what this person do is going to stick. Like these were test runs or something, because whoever was doing it before, they're not the most high. These people, something had to happen for somebody to go through this pathway here. These are also men that was never supposed to have power. This is also men that was never supposed to have power, and they had the power. And so say that something important was supposed to be done from 1980 to 2020. Whatever these people did, whatever you did, all this work that they did is about to be wiped out because they thought that they can challenge God or an innocent, not even innocent, they thought they could challenge the Holy Spirit some kind of way. And they wanted to wipe away everything that you or I was supposed to do for 40 years. But it's the reverse effect. They worked so hard, remember, running around here like demons, like vagabonds, running from place to place, when God's children was sitting still, not even knowing that they was being under attack, or not even aware of what was going on. And these people were running here and there, going to Washington, D.C., doing all this with peer-to-peer communication, telepathic communication, neurochips, running around. You go do this, you go do this. Oh, just imagine, imagine, imagine. You get what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine that, and you didn't go nowhere because these people are stuck in a loop. And instead of trying to get out of that loop, they were trying to attack you or me in some other kind of realm. And you didn't even do none of the work for yourself. You didn't even do the work on yourself. In reality, they're about to find out that they still stuck in this thing because you denied the Messiah, or you denied the alchemical process that the people were supposed to go through because of your big head, dead ass. Yeah, this could just be like, but you know what? The main thing, the meme, the wicked person is saying, but we stopped you from money again, and that's really just what we wanted. We killed all these people, we did everything like that, but because it could be true that they stopped somebody from a money move or something like this that would change your life when it changed your, because you could get the intel, you can get a overwhelming something, it could get you stuck because you got a lot, like God is prepping you mentally, but these people are physically trying to keep your feet off the ground, working and actually building something in the physical, so your head is exploding. You see what I'm saying? With delight and good ideas. But if these people are running the 5D, that means that you're just giving, when you go and get creative and you go within after you or I have already healed, and these people have not, you not healed, but you have already went through a process of cleansing, and they have not. They want you to do that as a vault or a mechanism, and then these people are going to take over everything that you, because when you build it in a 5D, it's almost like these people can see themselves, but the way that they restricted us or poison something, you can't really see in this physical. When I'm up in here and I'm waking, I'm sitting here talking to y'all, you can't, you can't, you can get like a little inkling or something like this. But again, these people got that inkling 20 years ago, and they're confident in the moves that they're making, uh, because they had some type of assistance or help. Somebody put them on their first. It's like, here you go. You created this in a 5D. Here you go. Here's your apartment. Here's your keys. Here's your house. Show up to work tomorrow at 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever. You know, some whatever this is, it'd be almost like miracles. And if you never experienced a miracle, say you a miracle baby, you were supposed to experience miracles all your life, but everybody around you experienced those miracles instead. So you don't even, like I'm saying, somebody would have to take you and place you there, or show you, like give you the rundown the same way that they did for these people. But that's all they had to do. Somebody don't want to give it. Somebody don't want to give it. And I'm also getting, somebody could be looking to God again. They thought that God was going to kill them or be mad because they was gay. They could have touched the rainbow, okay? And somebody's seeing that's not a big thing. Because remember, some of these people could have grew up in cults and stuff that tell them you gay. God gonna put you right in hell when you when you get to heaven. You see what I'm saying? This could be like some people like this, okay? And somebody's like, oh no, I went to God and I asked God for forgiveness, and God gave me forgiveness for touching that rainbow. This could also mean that a God is gay. Okay? This could mean that a God is gay. And this could also mean that a God is gay and they may be rejected. Or they can't make it no higher because they are. Because I told you, if these people was watching us, they trying to see if you kissed the boy or kissed the girl so they could rub it in your face or something like this. But there ain't no gay in me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This could be this here. So this rainbow could be stopping this person. This taste of rainbow could stop them. It doesn't mean that maybe God don't love these people or something. I don't know. That's up to you to listen. It just means that you can't make it. It ain't about your fucking feelings. I'm probably gonna be able to cuss and get through this part of this firmament, but you may be gay and you can't make it through that part of the firmament. Do you understand? So this could be somebody also saying, okay, I do believe it because I was stopped right here. Like I was out flamboyant with it. I was taking pictures with people. I was doing this. I was had a male with a dick in his mouth. Somebody, do you get what I'm saying? Somebody was. They were not. It wasn't just like, oh, I've been assaulted or I did this to get into this secret organization. No, somebody was, you know. And this could be somebody that thought that they was God, and this is their cap. So they need to go through your files and see where you did the same thing or something like this. But Even this energy, this person is, they in reverse, but this is letting me know that this person ain't supported by LGBTQ enough. They're not gay enough, or they're not gay. All right, yeah. See this passionate man here. Somebody did something here. This man could have been passionate about taking something else, taking out this empress, or about being the empress. But I feel like this person maybe can't be the empress here, or there's somebody this person is with that can't be, because somebody could have caught stealing something. Somebody is being seen as not the empress, but a lustful a coffer, a coffer, um, and maybe a thief. Hold on, damn. Okay. So, a thief. It could also be a passionate person that been stalking and watching somebody that don't have. It's like you got empress energy behind the scenes. Everybody in the world knows somebody is the empress. They just can't show you that. So now you need amped up security, but you don't have that. They're trying to make you live a regular life like you a regular person. In somebody, the way that they exploited someone, they can no longer be a regular person. It's just, this is the truth. So this is a murder attempt every day. This is without the newspaper articles of, oh, Martin Luther King. That's why it's so sinister the way that they did it. It's not like, oh, you used to be on the spaceships with us and you remember all those memories, right? And now look at you. If you were with these people, they were doing something illegal and immoral to have you with them while they did something. It wasn't your will. It just wasn't. That's just what I'm picking up here. So somebody could be, something got found out here. Somebody was passionate about somebody that's not the empress, but a thief. This could be a friend, a family member, somebody that was close to me, you, whatever this is. And they're not going to be able to keep this money. It belongs to somebody's child here. And these men cannot have it either. Now, they could be like, okay, we'll let it go now. Either this is a little child that they want to give this to, or this child, this is either a little child that they want to give this to, or somebody is reinstating their child as the heir. Now, because I'll be picking up on a child that could be the brother of their father or something like this. You know, their markers meet more up with their grandfather or their great-grand. And this person wanted it to be his child, not his father's child. So somebody disobeyed their father or something like this. It's like Lucifer's fall. That's like me coming on the scene and the family was checked early on. Like, this is how. So they created a reality that's for me in the Truman Show. But the shit that these people was doing to me behind the scenes in the dark, when I would be in the Holy Spirit energy, they knew they better not do nothing too crazy. And if that don't mean that I didn't get punched, or that don't mean that I didn't have to fight back from bullies. That don't mean that. It don't mean that I had a soft life where nobody touched me or made me mad, or it doesn't mean that. Or whoever this person is. But it says, be careful if you judge, because then thou be judged. Thou shall be judged. And the judging was not happening to these people because they all thought they was higher and they had an agenda. So why we sent this person in there to do this to you? Why would we punish them? We want you to feel hopeless. We want you to cry. We want you to cry out to your God. We want you to feel this way. If you don't, what's wrong with you? You a demon? You a devil? You a this? They don't understand. They don't understand what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. They don't understand you, how you dealing with it. Let's say that. But they know what they're doing. Ow, my wrist. Damn it. Ouch. This could also be somebody like, we'll give it back to the person, but they got to come back as a child. Somebody don't like the fact that you are ace of cup, or they calling you a know-it-all, or me a know-it-all. That's not even true, because the things I need to know to get you off my ass, I don't know them. But that's still making this energy look weak. So somebody could be trying to make you go back as a little girl, right? Or again, somebody is showing us from the other side that no, when this little girl was born, even if they saying this the only girl, when this person was born, these men had to sit the fuck down. But they went in the background and did whatever this is with these people or something. Just so this little girl couldn't get this money. This could be something like the change of Islam, the stripping off of the masks, the you can't have something some kind of way for so long. Somebody earned something. They earned it. Because this Islam may not even be a religion. It was an aspect that was used for something here. And they're amping it up so much right now. Why? Is it growth, or is it because something is crumbling? Because of whatever this is here. Okay. There's like a tears from God, or I don't know, something like from a God energy or a higher up energy here. Because somebody loved the hell out of somebody here now. It doesn't matter if there's a dynamic, if you was a dark skinned person and you couldn't be in the spotlight with this person because you was dark skinned and they was something else. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This could be a version of your father or somebody that was down for a long time. Okay. Um, Somebody was daddy's girl at some point in time, and these, it's almost like, or when this person was born, and the rest of these men got to find something to do. It, just period. Because I feel like this person, this is like when people say, I don't care what y'all talking about, God ain't saying, or something like this. This is something like that. Okay. And I think whatever it is that these people thought you should have been doing actively, that wasn't the point. Whatever this group of people, they thought by numbers they could force everybody to think, yeah, this is how it is. See how this person is? This person is lazy. This person is a slut, or whatever they're doing. I don't know what this is. Okay. Yeah. So the rest of these are plants, possibly. I don't like the, let me not say weeds. This could probably, but really, whatever. You see what I'm saying? This is the child. These people were supposed to work for the child, but they started working on the child or something. Because I think that somebody could be thinking about you throughout the time as a child here, or again, this person kind of looks sneaky. Like, that's the child all of us men got put down. Like in the background, God set us straight over this one. I know what to do. Maybe somebody was thinking, I'll take the younger daughter and start building this one into something. Like, I don't know. It's also like, I don't know. Something happened in the early 80s or something, I think, or whatever this is. And somebody had already, because they was already picturing, no, when I come back in this century, I want this person. Like it's almost like somebody's daughters have been reincarnated. Somebody working in science, and the daughters that they created with a woman they supposed to have loved and been with were reincarnated versions of old women that they loved before them or in the past. So somebody got with a woman or a male or a woman. You get what I'm saying? They they married this person, and while they were dabbling in science in the background, and they were having their wife ruin her vassal, risk her health, her life, to give birth to children. The children are reincarnates of old loves of these could be people that took Lucy juice and got to at one point in time got to take this shit and go all the way back and find themselves, okay? In the beginning of times, if there's even that for these people. It might have been nothing there. All right. Or they're using cartridges from my vault, from my family thing. If I was supposed to put a family dynamic together this time and create as a god, the father wanted to bring the people that he had this with before I was born or before he got sat down and said, this is the emperor or whatever. It don't matter. You know, this person wanted to continue on and do another series or another scene or whatever, okay? And not only that, the people that was working around, instead of teaching me, nurturing me, giving me the things, um, or finances, lifestyle, schooling, or all the things that would prep me to do, they gave it to these people, and these people just swallowed up this child all their life, and then, you know, I don't know, it's something weird like that. Um, and not only that, the child then gets a certain age, they start having a body. You see, this could even be, like I said, these two people is very attractive looking. Yeah, you was special. You was daddy's little girl when you was little, but then somebody start. I'm even getting that. Somebody started looking at you as competition, or like, damn, you just might be what this father was looking for to come up with your attitude. You remind me of him. You just might be, and somebody could have poisoned somebody. Drugs, chemicals, allergic reaction, secure foundation in reverse. So those that raise up somebody, they're sweet or something like this, and then they start thinking wicked or thinking something about when this person got this age. This could be, like I told you, somebody is somebody that used to get a lot of attention. Somebody was a heartthrob or something, and then they had a child, and this child started being a heartthrob, and that person was jealous. Gemini. Again, gay means happy. Gay rights is about having something their way. So somebody started having these thoughts. Yeah, we have somebody in a coffin. These people could be trying to think about a spot. These could be something Egyptian methods, the party where they try to see who would fit inside the box or whatever. Okay, this could also be some type of ritual that they do to try to see if there's a male that likes somebody's box. They want to take it off the top shelf and put it somewhere, um, with somebody that's crazy about your box. So it's still a lustful energy. It's nothing sacred. There's nothing. Mm, there's nothing like that about it. Somebody's trying to dirty up something. They could have got these drugs or chemicals or things from work. And we got occupation wanted in reverse. but maybe somebody else got sick instead. We got the poppy bearer energy. Again, this could be files. Like again, somebody could have went to someone. This is making me think about an insurance agency or something. Somebody work at Blue Cross Blue Shield, some shit like this, looking through somebody's documents, changing something. They put that you had a disease or yeah, we got Poe, I, and Son. Poe Pimpin or Edgar Allan, like Poe. Somebody's name could be Edgar or Allan. Because it's almost like when these people are stepping out of the scene, they turn into watchers or stalkers. But it was more about how these people feel about the people that they were stalking, playing with people, playing with their food. I mean, yeah, playing with their prey, or it could go either way. And then when you open up your mouth and you have a voice, which God must have warned these people that this was going to happen. Yeah, we got watchers there. They don't like you like they thought you did. It would be like if you listen to all the nice, you know, interviews that they let us hear when a popular celebrity comes out and they go on their tour. You know, now they on the Jay Leno show. You know, everybody want to see this person. Oh, now you on this show, you on that show. It's like a, you know, and um, what do I want to say? The popularity grows and something. I don't know what I was about to say. You know, um, it's very important. I'm waking. Y'all had to excuse me too because I got a headache. And when I went outside, my front light porch. When I went outside a little while ago, my front light porch was on. And usually the bright light is not on unless somebody was just walking around over there. Okay. Um, and then I went to pee, and I noticed my pee was like kind of foamy or something, right? Um, and then when I looked back outside, a car was like, it's like somebody parked down the street. Like this is what I was seeing in my head. I heard the car like start up, and the way the car moved and the distance of the car. When I looked outside, it made me think like somebody was just prowling around here. They went and jumped in their car, and when I looked out the window, that car, whoever went in that short distance jumped in that car and then came back this direction. They was they was just around this house. Like somebody didn't grow up. I forgot. I totally forgot what I was just saying. So somebody could be siphoning stuff. Like I'm thinking about the Native American deck with the girl with the blonde hair and somebody sucking something out of her forehead and sprinkling some stuff on her back or her head. Sprinkle me, baby. And I'm guessing people like, well, I don't want to do this for this person no more. I don't like this person no more. But this, whatever they were supposed to be doing or bestowing upon somebody was supposed to be like 34 years ago or something. Like, of course, y'all ran the shit out forever. That still don't mean that I'm not getting what the fuck I came here for. But I forgot the analogy that we were trying to use here. Oh, when they come out of the Truman Show, I'll just get straight to it. What I was about to say then. When they come out of the Truman Show, or when it's like my dad telling me, "Oh, I met this woman or whatever." Okay, what is about this woman? She got these many kids or whatever. Her husband died of a heart attack a couple years ago. You know, we're dating now. We all worked at the hospital. Blah blah blah. This is telling me that as you go through these processes, depending on your DNA, your makeup, sometimes even your skin color, little silly stuff like this does have a factor here. Okay. Um, who they want, if you're a god or not, who they want to have real power. Because you don't. This is the thing. When Christ was coming back and making this noise, because it was barely any of this particular group that was left. So this is like a genocide or something. Normally, people I'm getting in most of these positions in the background, they have to be very mature. They have to be very poised. You know, when they watch us come out of the human experience into Godship or something like this, there could be some things that's thought and said that could hurt people's feelings. But the way that they act, I'm hearing that the way that they respond, how I think, because somebody went too far with something or they drug it out too long, it is causing some type of spontaneous it's causing some type of something where people that's really patient, it's like a Dennis the Menace or something like this. These people are blowing their gasket. And I think that it has something to do with the trickery or we thought we was about to win and take this from God, or we thought it has more to do with something deeper rooted. It's almost like so that they could claim that somebody is delayed or retarded or something like this. Look at how advanced we are. But somebody could be like a quick learner, or they know you're very, very witty, but it was forced. Like somebody was smothering a child for like 30 years. You would think that this person, or somebody was in a coma, the doctor said when this person come back, they're going to be at like a first grade level. But they come back fully functioning. And then when people teaching them, doctors coming in and they're just, and everybody saying, oh, man, this is like a miracle child or something. Like, actually, the other opposite thing happened. The opposite thing happened. And people are now wanting to throw little crumbs in there and see what you do with it and say, hold on. But this is still feeling like, it's still feeling like somebody in a case. It's like, because something, let's say something started off cool, like something started out of care, like, no, we were told to nurture this person and to whatever. So if we're getting trapped up, it will go and dedicate ourselves to science, and we will let, because we're the same kind of people as this person. If they was or not, I don't know. But you can have us just leave this person behind, or they're like, did you get all of the intellects out of this area? Yes, we did. But they left one as a vote, or they left one as something. And these people went on and got growth and things. But they could always come back to the vote. But they didn't think about how the person that they turned into a vote would feel. Or maybe they did and they didn't care. Okay? And then somebody got greedy, or somebody said, I can take over this or something like this. And then, it's nothing that you're going to do. Right? People don't want to see it for what it is. People don't want to see something for what it is, because they thought that this was your best friend or your mother or your father. Why would they do such a thing? We didn't look at it like that. We thought you was kind of advanced because of the information you was giving us. We didn't know that you were so far behind, and all you needed was maybe a gem. After giving all these gems to these people, somebody didn't want to give somebody one gem, one thing. And I'm telling you, something like this is about control, because these people was going behind the scenes, and they was making their military of drugging somebody on their job, whether you was a mom or a dad or working some kind of machine at work. I don't know. But excuse me. Somebody definitely was here. This could also be somebody working in a sweatshop or something with some kind of dyes and things like this. Like, I'm getting like PETA or whatever that thing. The people that, you know, do stuff to put pink paint on people because of them wearing a fur or something. But this could be like somebody next in the future, we might have people doing this to people that see you getting Amazon packages every week, or and they're like, oh, we need to stop using plastic, or we need, you know what I'm saying, or um, somebody gets Shein hauls all the time in all those plastic bags. You know, when you see those girls on there ripping open them bags and like, oh my God, this top is so cute. Like, um, these could be hate crimes against what they would look at as wasteful people. But maybe again, because I feel like you could be somebody like me where you're not really, you're wearing like thrift store clothing and stuff. So like a group is looking for something. A group is looking for something. I don't know. And all of this could be some people trying to size you up. Do you walk it like you talk it? Because sometimes this walking ain't got nothing to do with moving your feet. A snake in reverse, the coffin. Somebody could be, um, somebody could have found out what somebody did to their child or something. I don't know. This could be a co-worker of this person. These could be two people that couldn't stand this child. You know, this like the father and the girlfriend. I don't know. Something is, or like a secretary, a man and his secretary working every day of the week. Was at the job when no one else was there. You know, I don't know. Maybe somebody told somebody that their child died, and then they created something else in the likeness of their child to fulfill the destiny. And then now they're finding out that this snake lied or something. Or because I told you somebody was looking for the body of a child so that they could regenerate them, like on the fifth element when they regenerated that girl fully. I don't know. Something is. Hmm? Oh, I don't even know where some is at. Hold on, y'all. Dang it.